Levi Hillier, good to catch up with you, mate. How are you feeling coming into this place? You would have done a few laps here lately.
Yep. Yeah, we've been able to run this whole season at Skagit. We've been running the 360, and then tonight we get to run the Sporty. So we'll see how tonight goes. Hopefully we can get another win. I think I have 3 this season, so it'd be good to snag another one.
So explain to people who might not know what a Sporty is.
Sporty is basically, it's a 360 block, and then they're just tuned down to be like a limited sprint. Another thing that's similar to a Sporty is like a 305. There's a couple of them running tonight, so yeah, that's basically what a Sportsman is.
So what did you start in? I mean, obviously your dad was a gun out on the road running some sprint cars. Where did you start?
I started, so obviously my grandpa started racing, and then my dad. I started down in Monroe, Washington, in the little quarter midgets down there. I started when I was about 4.5, and then from there I started racing junior sprints, and then so up into the micro world, and then now we're starting to get into sprint car racing.
So how many years did you do the micro stuff for?
I've been doing the micro stuff for about 7 years. 7 years I've been doing all that, so we've been decently successful in that. And then obviously this year Kevin decided to jump on board, and we've been running the 360 stuff and been pretty consistent in that.
Your 360 win, your first 360 win was pretty special. You kind of went by a couple of guys that are pretty good around this place.
Yeah, definitely. We started outside front row with Trey, and Trey's definitely good here. He won last night and the night before, so yeah, I was just able to get a good start in that race and just kind of set my own pace. So that was a good night, and yeah, it's just been really good.
Having the support of someone like Kevin Rudeen is an amazing thing to have. It says more about the person you are than the racer you are. He's a very motivated man.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, driving for Kevin Rudeen is nothing to put a single way. So yeah, I'm super thankful for the opportunity he's given me. I feel like it's definitely a big thing to drive for Kevin. He's definitely successful in anything he does. So driving for him, you're honestly set up for success. So yeah, just super thankful for that, and we'll see what we can do.
So how much mentoring and how much input do you get from Dad?
I get quite a bit from my dad. Ever since I started racing, he's been the main crew chief and crew guy. So me and him racing together, he knows what I like, and I know what to tell him, how I'm feeling, different car stuff. So he's learned my driving style, and I've learned how to communicate with him. So yeah, he mentors me a lot. He tells me how to carry myself, and I've learned definitely a lot for him.
So you're only 14. How much longer do you have to, when can you go into 410 competition?
I'll be able to run a 410 when I'm 16, so just about 2 more years. My birthday's in May, so basically at the beginning of the Skagit season, 2 more years from now, I'll hopefully be in a 410.
The good news is you can spend another couple years developing your skills in 360
Yep.
and learning how to use all your power, and even the Sporty. You'll be learning a lot from using what power they have, right?
Yeah, I mean, laps are laps, especially when you move up in the ranks. I mean, the best laps you can get are good laps, so running the 360 is definitely great laps, and then the Sporty on top of that is just awesome. So super thankful for the opportunities I've been given this season, just being able to race as much as I can.
What a beautiful part of the world this is up here, mate.
Yeah, it's definitely beautiful. I mean, what they've done with the facility is crazy. I was up here last week working, just all the time and effort they put into this place, making it look how it does is definitely great. So Kevin's doing a really good job. All the workers here are doing awesome. So I mean, $100,000 on the line this weekend is no doubt one of the biggest races on the West Coast. So, or maybe even the biggest race. So definitely a great thing. I think what they're doing up here is awesome. So yeah.
Is the obvious dream for you to go into 410 competition and go out on the road? Like, what are your plans?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, sprint car racing and that type of stuff is all I really think about. So, yeah, definitely in 2 more years it'd be ideal to be in a 410, but we'll just see where the wind takes us. So
can you have a good night no matter what your result, Mr. Wise? Like, you have to win to have a good night?
No, I mean, as long as you give 110% on the racetrack and the car rolls in the trailer, I feel like it's a good night. Winning is just a bonus. So, I mean, that's kind of the mindset you have to have. If you have a bad night, you just kind of got to shrug it off and move on to the next.
When you push through that pit gate, you flip the ignition and you squeeze the throttle and you're away just to roll around. Do you get a minute to stop and go, OMG? Yeah,
definitely. I mean, the biggest OMG moment for me is rolling out for an AMA, and when you roll out, you just kind of got to focus and think about what's going to go on next. So that's definitely it.
What was that last lap like for your first win in the 360?
It was good. I mean, I feel like the last lap was probably the hardest lap I drove all race, just trying to hammer it and bring it home, especially with Trey behind me. So, yeah, that lap was pretty special, especially crossing the line.